Hello and welcome. Let's learn about segmented bar graphs. We can compare two sets of categorical data by making a segmented bar graph. For example, if I were to look at people's favorite food and compare it to their favorite color, I might receive some data that looks like this, and I can organize that data into a bar graph that looks like this. Now we'll talk about how to make this graph, but let's practice making conclusions from a segmented bar graph. Here we see above pizza, the red section is larger than the red section above hamburgers, and the blue section above pizza is smaller than the blue section above hamburgers. So therefore we can conclude from the pizza lovers, most of them like the color red, and from the hamburger lovers, most of them like the color blue. Here we have some data that shows students' favorite activities across different grade levels, and we're going to make a segmented bar graph of the data. So we start with an XY axis. And in this case, our x-axis is recording how many students are in each grade. And the y-axis is recording what percent of the students in each grade are into each activity. Now, we have to do a little bit of math by finding the total number of students in each class and then finding what percent of them participate in each activity. So the total number of students in ninth grade can be found by adding 80 and 0 to get 80. And then I have to find what percent of those students like sports. So I'm going to do 80 divided by 80, multiplied by 100, and I see that 100% of the students in ninth grade enjoy sports and 0% work. So therefore, above ninth grade, we're going to have a bar that goes all the way up to 100%. 10th grade, on the other hand, has a total of 85 students. 75 of them like to play sports. So 75 out of 85, convert that to a percentage by multiplying by 100, gives us 88.2%. Work has 10 out of 85, and choosing to work out of 85 multiplied by 100, that gives you 11.8%. So above 10th grade, we're going to have a bar that is 88.2% tall, and then the remainder of the 100%, 11.8, is going to be made up of a different color, a different whatever you choose to represent the other activity, in this case, work. Above 11th grade, we have 50 and 45, so 95 students total. How many of those enjoy playing sports? Well, we do 50 divided by 95 times 100, and we get 52.6%. So above 11th grade, we're going to have a bar a little bit above 50% tall. And then what percent of those students like to work? 45 out of 95 times 100 gives us 47.4. So the remainder of that bar, all the way up to 100%, is going to be the other color that we chose, in this case, to represent work. 12th grade, much the same process, 90 students total, 27.8% like to play sports, and the remainder, 72.2%, enjoy working. We have our segmented bar graph. Now, always a good idea to include a scale, or some sort of key, I should say, to denote which section represents which activity. And from this graph, with a nice scale, with a nice key, we can determine any associations that we see. And I hopefully can agree that as students get older, we see that blue section shrink and that red section get larger. Therefore, fewer students are choosing to play sports and more are choosing to work. Thanks. I hope this video is helpful and that you visit us again.